Salvation, the ride, is being built by GCI, and I think that everybody here recognizes GCI as the premier wood coaster builder in the world right now. They build good rides, they build exciting rides, and most important to me, they build reliable rides. And those of you that know me know that I'm a real stickler for the reliability and the ease of maintenance, because that means they run longer, they run better, and we can put more people through them and make everybody's day. This particular ride, 2,850 feet long, top of the lift, which is to my left, is just about topped out, and that will top out at right at 100 feet. The ride is going to, the trains on the ride are going to travel about 55 miles an hour. Two-train operation, send a train about every 2 minutes. We're going to get about 800 people an hour through here. So I think it's a pretty decent capacity for this ride. And what I'm most excited about with it is the degree of theming that we're putting into this ride. And the only ride at Magic Mountain that even comes close to the total immersion of theme is Batman. And Batman, this is going to be twice as dense in the theming, I think, as Batman. And I'll walk you through just a little bit of that without giving away too many of the secrets and the wows that we want to have on opening day. But right now we're standing right where the transfer track is going to be when the ride is completely constructed out. Directly behind me is the boarding area station building. Go through the ride onto the other side of the foundation, and we're building a bridge over the river, and we took down the old arcade shooting gallery building that was originally a glassblower shop when Spillikin Corners was built in 1978. So that's going to be the entrance. We're going to have a giant steel structured entry portal for the ride that announces it, and you'll cross that bridge, you'll make a right, run down that way towards the ride in queue line. You'll go into the big open center area with a couple of switchbacks. We'll start some theming there. Some things from the movies, maybe some cars, maybe some props, maybe stuff like that. We're going to try to set the story that the people riding this ride have joined the resistance. The people that are fighting the Terminators and you know, basically joining John Connor's group to take the world back over. Once you come out of those little queue lines, right over behind that stack of lumber, right in that little notch of the foundation, we're going to build the first pre-show building. You'll go in pre-show 1. There'll be a lot of neat things to see. There'll be some video. We've got some pretty neat surprises in store for the video as it relates to the movie. Once you enter pre-show 1, you will not see the light of day again until you get off the ride. You'll go through pre-show 1. We've got about a 100-foot long connecting tunnel that takes you to pre-show 2, which is just before the ride station. In pre-show 2, we're going to tie together how you take a wood roller coaster and tie it into 21st century Earth Armageddon. And I'm not going to tell you how we're going to do that. We're going to leave that for the story when you get there. But you'll finish pre-show 2, you'll go up the stairs to the building, you'll get on the trains, very heavily themed trains that tie into that story. You'll take off on the ride. I think a lot of you know one of the main features of this ride is the station fly-through. So you'll actually come out of the ride, make a turn behind me. This concrete block with the blue tarp on it is the lift drive assembly. So the gearbox and motors and everything there. The bottom of the lift is about 25 feet in front of that. So you'll go up the lift, make that first turn, take that drop through there, come around this big sweeping turn. We've got some pretty interesting things that we want to do on the track in terms of props and theming and story. But quite honestly, I don't want to repeat the X2 tunnel debacle. So I'm not going to talk about any of that yet until we get it absolutely finalized and know what it's going to be. But rest assured, it's going to be some pretty neat stuff out there. You'll make a few turns on the ride, do the station fly through, and then as you come back in this area of track, which is not yet completed, you'll come through the transfer area, the storage track building, and back into the main station to unload. And then once you unload and leave the station, you'll go back across the same bridge and back into the Cyclone Bay area. So, in a nutshell, that's about it. I know that during these presentations and talking about these rides, you guys usually have a lot more interesting things to ask me than I have to say as we talk about it. So, does anybody have a question for me about it?
We are here at the Terminator. You jealous people.
Trying to get footage of this side. I took this video.
Bye guys. Have fun.
Right. Wow, those guys get paid for standing. I got a cheap piece. Hey, there was a piece of wood right there, Krista. There's wood over there.
That is the end of